Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to configure a mail server for a subdomain. To receive email in subdomain form, your DNS must be configured properly. I have given a video link of Subdomain's MX configuration on this video description. Please watch the video before proceeding with the configuration described here. Mail server configuration for a domain and for a subdomain are almost same. If you want to run a production subdomain mail server, I will request you to see my Linux mail server configuration step-by-step video and configure your server as I showed you. As you know, mail server receive mail for its intended recipients with either user@domain form or a user@hostname form, which is mentioned on the my destination parameter of Postfix. Normally, domain's mail server receives mail with user@domain form. We need to specify user@hostname on the subdomain mail server. We will avoid to put user@domain form on the subdomain mail server for ease of understanding. Here on the scenario, we have a domain mail server and we have our subdomain mail server mkt.mailserverguru.com, and from the ironhide.com we will send mail to the subdomain mail server and primary mail server for testing the scenario. So let's start the server configuration. Here on my lab scenario, I'm using a local DNS server. Before we jump into the configuration, I need to show you the DNS configuration. So here you can see mailserverguru.com zone. I have defined my MX10 or the primary mail server is the mailer.mailserverguru.com, and this is the secondary MX. I have shown how to configure the secondary MX configuration on another video. And these are the host record. This is the MKT subdomain or host record, and I have defined these subdomains MX here mkt.in mx10 mkt.mailserverguru.com. That means any mail for user@mkt.mailserverguru.com will go to the mkt.mailserverguru.com server, and this one is pc1.mailserverguru.com and this one is pc1.mkt.mailserverguru.com's IP, and all of my servers are using this DNS. So from ironhide.com, if I check the MX host-t mx mailserverguru.com's mail server, primary one is mailer.mailserverguru.com and backup MX is mailer2.mailserverguru.com. Now if we search the mail server for mkt.mailserverguru.com, it shows that mkt.mailserverguru.com's mail is handled by mkt.mailserverguru.com. This one is the server. So let's start the server configuration. Here we are logged into our systems. I will not go for dope code and postfix configuration in detail here. I will show you only required option to make you understand the subdomain mail configuration. For detailed server configuration, please watch this Linux mail server configuration step-by-step video. So let's go to the postfix configuration. This is our host name mkt.mailserverguru.com. On the my domain parameter, I have also assigned the mkt.mailserverguru.com. My origin is the my domain. So I'm telling you again, to understand all the options elaborately, please watch the Linux mail server configuration video. I have described everything in detail there. So inet interface all. On the my destination, this is the main configuration option for us. So we will receive only for my hostname or user@my hostname form, and the system's hostname is mkt.mailserverguru.com. My networks, this is for allowing relay my local network clients. For the minimal configuration of the server, I did not configure any other options. So let's save it. And if I show you the main domain mail server, let's go to the my destination section. Here in the my destination, we have mentioned the my domain parameter. So this server will receive mail user@domain form, and the my domain is mailserverguru.com. So it will receive mail with user@mailserverguru.com. Okay, Let's tail on the ironhide.com's log also. Now I have remote desktop to each of the servers client PC. Let's send a test mail from the mkt.mailserverguru.com's own user. Test 1. And if we check the log of mkt, here you can see that from mahbub@mkt to mahbub@mkt.mailserverguru.com and delivered to mailbox. Now if we hit the send receive, we have received the test 1 mail. So that means our subdomain mail server is working fine. So now let's send a mail from the ironhide.com user. Test 2 send. On the mailer.ironhide.com, we can see that from jennifer@ironhide.com to mahbub@mkt.mailserverguru.com, relay mkt.mailserverguru.com. So ironhide.com finds the mkt.mailserverguru.com's mail server. That's why it's directly connecting to the mail server, and status send. So now if you see the receive log from the mkt, from Jennifer to mahbub@mkt.mailserverguru.com, delivered to mailbox. So it is locally already received, and if we hit the send receive button from Jennifer, we receive the mail. So our subdomain mail server is working fine. Let's send another mail to munna@mailserverguru.com. CC will be mahbub@mkt. Final test send. So from Jennifer to mahbub@mkt and to munna@mailserverguru.com. Ironhide.com finds two different mail server for the domain and subdomain. So ironhide.com delivers both mail to different mail server. So if we check from the munna@mailserverguru.com, this final test mail, and send receive, this is the final test mail. So our domain and subdomain mail server is working fine, and we have tested the scenario successfully. So thank you for being with me, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.